Hello everyone. And today we're going to be taking a quick little look at this guy. A brand new Abu Garcia Revo X. And now I know a lot of you guys will probably recognize that this isn't a new reel. This is not like a fresh hot new reel by any means. I actually picked it up for about $75 in the local clearance section in my local retailer. I mainly picked it up because I actually have never had a good spinning wheel before. I own a lot of bait casters. I have more than I really should need, but I've never had a good quality spinning wheel. So I saw all the cool specs on here and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. If I don't like it, I don't like it, and I'll just use it for bobbers and stuff. But, before we get into the actual physical breakdown of the product, I just want to go over some of the tech specs. So just reading it off the back here, you get 7 ball bearings. It's pretty normal. 6.2 to 1. It's pretty fast. I've only had like 4 to 1s, 5 to 1s. Normally pretty slow. And what intrigued me was this 35 inches per turn. Now, bear in mind, my bait casters can only do about 25 to about 30-ish. And I usually run a slower bait caster because I like to fish slow. I like to really fish out a spot hard, but I don't know, to me, I thought it was pretty interesting having a reel that could go that fast. Reading off, the drag, 11 pounds, nothing special, but realistically, are you ever going to use more than 6 pounds? Not really, so I was more than satisfied with that. The weight, about 8 ounces. Nothing fancy. As long as you got strong arms, you'll be okay. 8 pounds at 175 yards, 0.28 millimeter, which, how about we bring one of our spools over here? Because it's about, don't think there was actually a label in here, 0.15. So, yeah, this stuff's not terribly, let me get a better example. Yeah, 0.28, so it's like a 25-pound braid. You get a fair amount. You get more than you'll ever really need, so the capacity is just fine. It's more than a bait caster, so I'm sure everyone else who's more into the spinning reel market can laugh at me if it's little or something, but I think it's just fine. It says a braid capacity also right there, 160. You'll be good. Just a box, black reel. I thought it was really cool because I was like, I don't have any black reels, so take what I can get. Now, I already got out of the back box, so this guy can go in the collection pile. So he'll stay for the rest of the future videos, so I'll get to this guy soon. I will get to that one soon. I got that for a birthday, and I'm pleased to say that is a very good reel. So, time to bring out the good stuff. Look at that. A sharp-looking spinning reel. I like the quality. I really do. The only other spinning reel I've had is I actually have it here on the desk for you guys. I've had a really lackluster, Shakespeare spinning reel that came with a combo, like one of those like catch ugly fish combos. It just came with some string on it. Nothing fancy, no like extra wires attached. It's a spinning reel. It got the job done. It was okay. It's just the bail was kind of flimsy. This thing was kind of, wobbly. The drag was kind of abysmal, I will admit. This line likes to jump off. It's so wiry. Yeah, you know what? I'm just not even going to deal with it tonight. I'm just going to peel off some line here. Get this all in sort. To cut out this part of the video, I guess. Oh, bugger. Okay, there we go. Well, as you can tell, yeah, this was nothing special. It was just cheap reel, came with some cheap line. No anti-reverse, no special ball bearings. I think this one came with 2 ball bearings in it. So you can literally hear it just crackle and crunch as you're reeling. Drag on this one, I'm kind of doing a mini review now, but yeah, the drag on a cheap reel, it was nothing special. It sounded kind of cool, but what's more important is the pressure that it delivered. The pressure was kind of inconsistent, and you had no like finesse control over it. Whereas this sleek thing, for you sound junkies, I'll let you take a listen. I'll shut up for like 2 seconds here. Pretty nice. It's pretty good. But what I really like is that you have individual ticks. And like, you have to really crank down before you start feeling some good pressure. And then even then when you keep cranking, I mean, it takes a little bit for that to load up. And even, you know, again, you have actual fine control of it. And I mean, I really shouldn't be this surprised, but I mean, I am. The only other spinning reel I've ever had is a ugly stick combo set, and that too. I mean, that was not a really special reel at all. This to me is awesome. I mean, I like this. I mean, you get all this cool, like, you know, branding messaging on here. It's kind of neat. But what I really like is actually the lip design. Because let me grab one of these little sheets over here so the camera can get in more focus. So as you look on here, you see this kind of interesting, like, inverted lip design, and I really like that. The main reason I like that, because I work at a local sporting goods retailer, and I like to sometimes just take a quick look at the lip designs, and I have found that this lip design usually works the best. Because generally, if you have like a straight cut lip where it's just, actually it's like the other one where it's just either rounded off or sharp, you have line that gets caught on there, or it doesn't balloon out right, or it balloons too much, and you have line that's just flying outwards like a big bubble. And then when that big bubble reaches your first line guide, I mean, you got, you know, a good chance of a wind knot forming already. And you got twists that could happen. I mean, it's no good. So when you run like a nice lip like this, it kind of forces that line to just balloon out a little bit. Just enough so it falls off the spool correctly. But even then, once it starts getting, you know, deeper down to the spool, it's bringing that line off correctly and not interrupting everything. So I like that design choice, and that was one thing that really bribed me to buy this model compared to the new like Revo 3X, which has the same exact lip design, but it was the drag system that wasn't for me. Because this is perfect. Like, you go down to even the lowest setting on here, and there's still pressure. Just even pressure. I mean, the ticks are there. The nice audible clicks are there. But it's not uneven. There's no, like, detents. You just feel nice, even drag pressure. And, again, I probably shouldn't be this surprised at a spinning reel, but just gotta remember, this is my first, you know, real nice one. Or at least non-budget one. So, you get all the rest of the standard things you find in modern spinning reels. You got, you know, some people will call them twist busters, or basically it's just a little ball bearing that's on, let me just get this in focus for you guys. There you go. You get a little ball bearing roller there for your line, so as you're bringing it in, when you have that sharp 90-degree angle, for one, it rounds it off, and two, it gets rid of that friction. So you don't get any heat friction, you don't get any burns in your line. Really makes it fantastic. Again, with this reel, you get a nice oversized grip. I've always liked it. I mean, I got itty-bitty little baby hands, but I have not found a single issue with these. I find them to be tactile. It's the same kind of material you'll find on the brand new, you know, Max X and Max X DXs. So I like that Abu Garcia have kept it consistent even over time. I mean, little design flares as we'll go over through it. You get a little, you know, Abu branding here. Get a Revo, well, scratched off now, Revo X. You get a Revo branding there too. More Revo X branding. I mean, it's just, you really feel like, hey, this is it. This is the final destination with this kind of reel. And I mean, there's really no crazy outstanding specs about this. It's just a good quality reel. You get your standard flipping. You get a nice, audibly, you know, securely flipping bail, and you get a thick wire, you know, bail too, which I personally like, because I will admit I abuse my gear. Like, I definitely put it through the ringer. Like, I'm setting this guy down like just not a care in the world. So if that bail can like never bend out, nothing, I don't have to worry about it ever, that's a win for me, because I'm hard on my gear. I like to really get out into the wilderness and just fish and not have to worry about, hey, is my gear going to give out on me today? So, yeah, I will do a follow-up video. I will do that for you guys. I'll let you know how it fishes. I will put 2 kinds of lines on here. I will do a 6-pound monofilament, and then after that I'm going to go back to my local retailer and get some 10-pound fireline braided, which I think will be probably a lot better with this kind of lip design, which is usually braid ready, and do a follow-up on this. So I hope you enjoy this first impression. I mean, I know this is not a super hotly talked about reel, especially with the newer ones coming out in the past couple of years, but I hope you've learned a little something. Maybe you've convinced yourself to buy one, but I'm happy with this purchase. I am legitimately so happy that I finally got a good spinning reel. And I am excited to see, you know, all the different techniques and ways I can open up my fishing, I guess, approach. Because I've always been used to big lures, big tackle, and this kind of opens it up to finesse fishing. So you guys are going to see this reel on the channel now. This is going to be hopefully a mainstay staple of the daily content, and I'm working on getting more stuff for you guys. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.